I'm going to show you how you can import items into your point of sale system. So in PlazSales POS system, you can import items as a CSV file. So if you have an Excel file, or you have a which you can save as a CSV, or if you have a regular CSV file with your inventory, you can import those into PlazSales. So most POS systems have the ability to export a CSV file. So I'm going to go ahead and show you a few things here. So these are some pretty typical items, some food items and drinks. Basically, the item name is has in the name column, description column has a little bit more information. Recipe is really optional. Department is where those would belong, like what category or button those would be under. And parent department is if you want the department inside another department, like a tree, you can do that. Price is how much the customer pays, and cost is how much you would you pay from your vendor. You can do things like colors. You can do modifiers. So for something like a pizza, you could have like a toppings modifier. You could have some other like a cheese menu if you want like a bunch of different cheeses, things like that. You could have some different things that will pop up and ask you if those should be added to the pizza item. So modifiers are pretty cool, and as you can see, it's not that hard to make those things. And those modifier menus would use the same name as like the department. So you would put a bunch of items under something called cheese, and then you could import those in. You would put the cheese in the modifier name. So yeah, let me go ahead and show you a little bit more about bringing that in. You want to make sure you close the document. So close the document, and that way you can import it in. So in PlazSales, you go under the Manager tab at the top, and then you go to Import, and you click Items. And then that will pop up a file here. You select the file that you want to import. We call it ours food.csv. And then you select the fields. If you give it a second, it will usually auto-recognize a lot of your fields, so just give it a minute or two. Usually doesn't take too long. So product ID, yeah, it says avoid using, so that gives you a good clue. Names makes sense. Parent department, description. All these look pretty good. I always look through every single one to make sure there's nothing that you don't need, because if you don't need something, you shouldn't do it. Cost, yeah, we can leave it in there since they're all zeros. I guess it's all right. Department, that's fine. And I'm just looking to see if there's anything else in here that would throw it off. Average cost, we don't really need or probably want that. So let's go ahead and set that to NA, because that could throw off the accounting, be a little weird. If you want, these are attributes, if there's any attributes about items. If you want to update existing items, you would check that box. But in this case, we're going to create new items, and we're going to go ahead and let it add the items to FastPick. See that checkbox right there? And when we go to start importing, asks if we want to import it in QuickBooks. Typically, unless you have the software, and this is actually most of the time you want to say no, but this would be if you want to update into QuickBooks at the same time. So it gets basically synchronizing everything. So if you wanted to synchronize QuickBooks while you're importing your items, that works really well. And that's especially useful if you have QuickBooks POS software and QuickBooks Desktop. So it's like not super common to have both. Okay, and as you can see, 12 items were synchronized. We'll click exit here, and then if we go to the FastSales, probably the best way to visualize everything, you can see the options here. So we created like a beverages menu, and there's our coffee right there, $1.25. You can see the food menu, and there's that pizza we were talking about. And then when you're ready to check out, just click one of your payment buttons at the bottom. But yeah, if you want to modify an item, you can click on the item, and then you can go and edit the specific item is edit selected item, and that will modify the base item in there, and then you can view all the information. So pizza, the tax, all the information, the bar field, all the information we put in there. If you want to view the fast pick, which is basically like the menu, you go to edit fast picks, and you can see the item, like there's our beverages, and I think we got to maybe restart the software, and then there's the food that we put in there. But yeah, after the import, we probably want to restart everything. But yeah, as you can see, everything imported in here, and you should be good to go. So if you have any other questions, just let me know. Thanks.